Hello and welcome to Cramps in the Pocket, Episode 4. I'm your host, Ember. I might sound a little different right now because I travelled back to the UK, and I'm using a different mic. The rest of the episode will have me at my usual audio quality though, so don't worry. This is our second session. It was meant to be a downtime session, but it turned into something much larger. So please bear with us while we get through the rules portion of downtime and enjoy the role-playing. Last time, on Cramps in the Pocket, RAUZ Squadron Upsilon infiltrated independent space station Good Hope while searching for their friendly squad, the Huskies. The Huskies had disappeared while on shore leave, and only our heroes could bring them back. Through various schemes of investigating the brothel on board the ship and going to play cards against their nemesis, Hegemony Commander Bliss Decker, they found out that the Huskies were being held in station lockup, 3 of whom could be released on bail, and the 4th had already been taken, stolen away by the Hegemony for private processing, imprisonment, and presumably execution. RAUZ Squadron Upsilon hopped in their mechs, shot out of the station, and managed to recover their final member of the Huskies with a little help from a friend they'd made on the station. One Jessa, somebody who had been working in the brothel and stole, appropriated, requisitioned a small transport loader and had her own deal to sort out with the last member of the Huskies. Thankfully, the assault vessel Green Dog came to their rescue, and the Hegemony forces retreated. Now, safely aboard the Green Dog, the group get their downtime. Time for some rest and relaxation, as long as they can root out the mole within their midst. Or at least, the mole they suspect is in their midst. We join the party now, as they have arrived back on board the Green Dog, the 4 of them parking their mechs.
Are we still within the vicinity of the Huskies?
Yeah, the Huskies are on board the Green Dog as well. They will
Okay,
be in the
good.
same hangar that you have deployed from. Well, the same hangar your mechs are stored on. Basically, the Green Dog is like an aircraft carrier. The hangar holds the mechs, and then like when you need to deploy, it moves them on rails and then up an elevator to the command deck where they can be catapulted off.
Yeah!
I guess I'm going to report to command on another successful mission that, this squadron has done.
Your direct commander, Lieutenant Rampart, will absolutely want a debrief from today's mission.
I think I'm going to bring the Huskies along with me because I feel like having them for this debriefing is going to be really important compared to other ones.
The captain of the Huskies, who will presumably be doing the talking for them, is named Left Dubonc. Does anybody want to play them in this upcoming scene with Coyote?
I was going to ask not to do this because I was going to request that Kane also tag on for this debrief because she is very,
Sure.
she would like to know what the hell is going on with Jill.
Okay. I was going to leave the floor open so someone else could. Hawk would not want to be in the debrief. Specifically would avoid it at all costs. So if everyone else wanted to go, I would take the mantle, but if somebody else wanted to be Dublanc, please beat me to it.
The problem is that I desperately want to be Dublanc, but I'm Coyote.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Yeah.
He's the sheriff.
Exactly.
I warn you, if I take control of Dubonc, I'm gonna be doing a bad French accent.
I wanted to do
Okay,
the French
it's decided.
accent so bad.
It's decided. Kian's going to be Dubonc. Wonderful. Sweet. And I think I'm going to say you're only bringing Dubonc with you, not all of the Huskies. This is, a debrief. You don't need the whole squad there.
I feel like we should also consider bringing Jill, considering there's additional context that we'll need.
Yeah, you wanna sort that one out with Jill? Does
Yes.
somebody wanna try and convince her?
I guess I would.
Okay, great, good, Hawk. B, you want to play Jill?
I can definitely take Jill.
Yep. All right. Do you want to give me a description of what Jill looks like in your mind?
Jill is this almost scraggly, lanky. I don't want to say this improperly, but like this lanky physique where their arms feel like it's too big for the rest of their body, more limb than body. Very short cropped hair. Uh, very bright, like almost piercing eyes, and a smile that somehow manages to light up a room despite the horrors she's seen.
Oh, that's nice. What color is her hair?
Well, let me give her green hair.
Green, sick. And what color's her skin?
She is gonna have let's give her an olive tone.
Olive skin, lanky, short cropped green hair, bright piercing eyes, a smile that lights up a room. Husky pilot number 4, Jill Reggs. You can see her. Unlike the rest of the Huskies who are departing from their mechs. We were sitting here in the call deciding what we wanted to call the mechs in this system as like a general name. And I think we'll need to have that discussion after this rather than something we do on air. But we came up with some good suggestions. So maybe we'll let you in to be privy to that at some point. But yeah, right now you can see Jill is not climbing out of the mechs with the rest of the Huskies. She is climbing out of the small like transport loader that Jessa stole from the Good Hope, and she is helping her down. So Hawk, you wanted to go talk to her?
Yeah. I wanted to go see off the lovely couple as they have finally gotten to safety. Hey, ladies, glad to see you both made it out. Were you ever going to tell us kind of what the plan was? You know, we almost could have shot you guys down out there in the middle of hegemony space.
Jessa sort of shoots you a look and goes, "There wasn't a plan. I just acted. It was romantic."
You're gonna just all right, I guess
I saved her. I saved you, didn't I? And she looks at Jill.
She did, and Jessa, I have to agree with him. What were you thinking? Like,
I was saving you.
I know. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for that. But I didn't want to see you get hurt over this. What we had was amazing. Don't get me wrong, but like, what you did was very reckless.
Are you kidding me? I go out there and I save you, and I work with these people to save you, and I do all of that, and you're gonna call me reckless? You're gonna lecture me? You're not my mother.
Hawk starts backing away a little bit like
I didn't want to see you hurt. I just didn't want to see you hurt.
Jessa leans in and plants a kiss on Jill and says, "Where are your quarters?"
In my pocket.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Session's over. Podcast cancelled.
I didn't get to do any of these jokes ahead of time, so I've just been holding in the energy.
Do you get a private bunk or are you in a dorm? What's going on here? Where am I going to be staying?
That is a very good question, Jessa. You'll be with me. That much is obvious, but I have to get so much approved. Normally I would have to get paperwork done for like I don't even know if they allow spouses, let alone.
Great. Well, you get on that. I'm going to go to our quarters. Where are they?
Okay, our
I kind of see Jill floundering, and I go like, "Hey, yeah, I know I very poorly tried to like exit the situation when it got a little tense, but
Stay the fuck out of this." She turns to you and points a finger into your chest. This is not your business. Let me talk to my girlfriend, okay?
Jessa, I love you. That's one of my commanding officers and someone who would most likely need to sign off on our paperwork.
Oh, babe, I love you too.
I love.
Completely over. Completely over. Yeah.
A little bit of selective hearing on this one, huh?
Okay, so I have to do paperwork. Do you mind waiting with the rest of my squad, at our room? Not the people you met, the people you met before the people you met. I'm so and she just plants a wet one on her just because she's like, I don't know what to do with this situation.
Nothing else to do here. It seems to placate her, and she nods and goes, "Okay, see you later. Bye." She like gives you a little wave as she follows the other Huskies off to the quarters.
Hawk, what the fuck do I do?
Oh, you. Just like any old husky, you dug this hole. You're gonna have to deal with it. And Hawk walks off.
Help me unbury this bone! No, you son of a bitch!
Hawk just kind of walks off like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this.
So you're not even inviting Jill to the debrief?
No.
I think it's me, Jill. So it's Coyote, Jill, Dubonk, because we need these three perspectives, because it's the original mission of getting the Huskies. It's the split off between the two of them, as the captain and Jill went to a different location, and so we need both of their perspectives to get the full sit rep. Beyond that, throws my hands in the air. I don't really need anybody else for this debrief. Like I mean, maybe Hawk, but we've got Dead Zone. We've got Dead Zone coming. So like,
Hawk is specifically not going to show up unless he is directly required.
Yeah, and I understand that. So that's why we've got Dead Zone's perspective.
If you two are going off to the debrief with your commander, what are Hawk and Symbolist doing?
Symbolist, you go first.
I mean, well, I think I'm gonna be examining any damage on our machines, seeing if there's anything I need to point out to the engineers, and if I need to give them a hand with like maybe I'll offer a hand if there's any assistance I can give to the engineers and the mechanics for tuning up or anything.
You'll do one of your downtime actions, which would be fixing your vehicle. You think you're going to hang around for that too, Hawk?
Probably go training, because Hawk would feel a little bit like self-conscious after like, hey, I really had to like get in the fray this time when the original plan was like cover some bombardment from long distance. Why am I driving a mech or a undecided name for this? And I'm not good at actually using my machine. So he's going to go train.
What does training look like for Hawk?
I would imagine a ship like the Green Dog would have some type of training sim. So he's going to find the first available sim and just kind of lock himself in it, not think, not try to schmooze, not try to talk, and kind of lose himself. Just pre-calling shots, bombarding as much as he can so that he can build up that bombardment skill.
So you're heading off to the simulators, which probably aren't far from the hangar, with Jessa heading off to quarters, Cammy staying around to work on her mech, Hawk heading off to simulators to train, Marasime and Kane are heading up to the bridge to go debrief. Is there anything you want to say to Jill and Captain Dubonk before you get in there?
I guess I'm just going to warn them that, command can be a little stifling with extracurricular activities on missions. So just be aware that you may be yelled at, but as your superior, I'll take the brunt of it.
It is appreciated.
I'm so mad that I don't get to be Dubonk.
Let's go. They'll need to have a brother who you can play. A right.
It's a perfect plot. All right, but yeah, it would basically be like imparting, haha, we're all out alive. That's better than anybody could expect from the rebellion. So I'll just take the brunt of the blame for any of the operational hazards that probably came up.
You make your way up to the bridge. the four of you. Sorry, are you bringing Jill or not?
It's Coyote, Jill, Dead Zone, Dubonk.
You make your way up to the bridge, where your commander, Lieutenant Rampart, who is the pilot squad commander. They aren't the commander for the ship. That would be the ship's captain. I don't have a name for them.
Ambivalent.
Ambivalent, like ambivalent without the T.
Yeah.
Me and Keen had a joke where I mispronounced ambivalent as ambivalent. And then
I said
that would be a perfect Beam Saber character name.
I said I'm putting it on the sheet.
Yeah, and we never did. So I remembered it offhandedly at the end of the last session, and I was like, I've got to remember this for the next one. Ambivalent.
Captain Valen. I really like that. You want to give me a little description of them?
Ooh, a captain.
Give me their pronouns, maybe?
Ooh, they, them. I'm going to say reserved. I'm going to say lithe. Probably distant from anything that isn't the duties associated with leading this specific ship.
Focused on their work, not personable.
Yeah.
And what do they look like?
Lilac hair.
Ooh, like Cammy.
Yeah, like Cammy.
Yeah.
Probably a lighter shade. Probably a very
Mhm.
lighter shade. Do we need eye color too?
If you want. Skin color, sort of shape.
Shape is gonna. Somebody else want to do some of these?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
For shape, can we go with very much in shape, as in beyond work, they just exercise?
Are you thinking
Broad anime
jacked
woman.
or just fit?
We're talking the
We're talking
borderline.
broad.
Yeah, we're talking about broad. I almost want to say Schwarzenegger, but not that jacked.
I was gonna say like Zarya from Overwatch level.
Yeah.
They, them, Zarya.
Mhm.
Zarya got their hair mostly tucked into a beret, but with one braid at the
Ooh.
side.
Okay,
That's
okay,
really
okay.
good. And anybody want to pick a skin tone?
Not it.
Can we go with the paler side of tan?
Tan, but doesn't get to see the sun a lot.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. Ambivalent. They, them. Reserved, lithe, focused on their work. Their lilac hair tucked into a beret with a braid coming out one side. Their physique being broad. And they look a little pale. I'm going to say rings under the eyes. You can see them sort of hunched over a table in the middle of the room with a map of the system open. And they're sort of pushing around those little wooden models of ships. They are there with your commander, Lieutenant Rampart. Also they, them. We had a description of them.
The description was that she was short, very wide, very, very deep tan skin.
Right. We
I'm trying
Amanda Wallered her.
I'm trying very hard not to use the description that I gave when we designed this character.
Why? What's wrong?
No, go ahead. We're all friends here.
We're all friends.
So when we were designing this character, I may have dropped God, it would be so nice to have a big booty Latina as a captain.
You don't have to explain yourself to me. You got to make it good with Craig.
What's Craig gonna do? He's dead after this. Bluto's gonna kill him.
It's true. I am gonna kill Craig.
We need him.
What do we need him for?
He sits there holding our mics.
What purpose is words? Actions mean more.
Severe eyes, severe face. They wear an old Zarosian military garb. A third person joins them around the table. You recognize them as the person who actually sent you on this mission, Vice Admiral Arlen Galil, one of the RAUZ's leaders. The Vice Admiral is almost in command, definitely up there on the Council of Admirals leading this little rebellion. Arlen Galil has white skin, a tired face, wary eyes, medium blonde hair tied up in a bun, and he's wearing a proper Zarosian military uniform. It is spotless. And he's the first one to notice you, and he says,
You're gonna give him the Werner Herzog voice before you even say anything, right? You're gonna give him the Werner Herzog.
No. He talked last
have
time.
Werner
He goes,
Herzog.
Upsilon, mission successful?
Mission successful, Vice Admiral.
Well done. We were just sorting out the spoils from one of our most recent skirmishes. You want to come join us?
If the offer is extended to my 3 compatriots here for the debriefing that we are going to have to go through.
Absolutely. You're all welcome.
It would be a pleasure.
Fantastic. We were just actually going to be assigning supply points to your squad. So it is mission complete. We get to now resolve reward, trust, entanglements, and downtime. If you didn't know about Beam Saber, it's quite a crunchy system on the back end. We have a lot of charts. We have a Google Sheet up tracking like reputation and stuff. Reward. First of all, you get to take your supply roll from the mission employer faction, which is the RAUZ. Your current status with them is 0, neutral, and you add to that your target squad's tier. The Void Wolves were a tier 1 squad, so you get to roll 1 die.
Wow.
And you gain supply points equal to the highest die. So, would somebody like to roll 1d6 for me?
Ooh, guys.
I'm
watch
bad
at
this.
Okay.
4.
4!
4 is pretty
Nice.
huge.
That's good. That's pretty
4's
good.
pretty huge.
And, hey, in terms of 1 to 6, 4's up there.
Yeah, that's pretty
Mhm.
good.
It's up there.
That's above
Listen,
absolutely.
average.
Listen, if you're playing
Mhm.
meaningless random numbers, you see a 4, you pop off.
We're going to be playing meaningless random numbers next week as a
Yeah.
TTRPG one shot.
I want you to know God is watching.
You mean Craig?
Yes.
Craig is what?
What if we're just really getting into numerology and like it's just like this is just like a numbers podcast and we just talk about how
What if we got
Ooh.
really into teriology?
4 is bigger than 3.
Ooh,
that's
Yeah.
true.
It's no 5 though.
5. That's a prime number, baby.
That's greed.
But consider 4 is death in certain cultures, so you know, you gotta
Scary.
be careful of that.
Is it death in Zerosian culture?
Considering that they send us in squads of 4.
Nope, hold on. I'm going to roll a 1d2. It is. 2 was going to be yes.
That's not what I would have.
Well, consider it, if yes is the bigger answer in this, right, that it would impact the rest of our lives by having it be that. I'm playing into the numerology. 2 is yes.
I liked what B was saying about how the fact that they set up squads of 4 means you're basically being sent on suicide missions.
That's also why Huskies team is also 4.
Exactly. All right, so according to Zerosian numerology, 4 is the number of death, and 2 is yes.
Which means 42 would be death yes.
Ooh, death yes, please. Please.
Tying this into Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as slowly as possible.
Because your employer faction is a democracy, or at least that's what Zaros was once and what you're hoping to restore, you get +1 personnel and +1 materiel. You can spend this on stuff later, and you can turn your supply points into either personnel or materiel. Right now, you can see in the notes channel you have 4 supply points and 1 personnel and 1 materiel. Right now, you get to assign the supply points as materiel or personnel, but I'm going to say we can do this as things come up. As long as we have them sorted out by the end of this downtime session, don't worry about it. Did anybody here progress their drive? We did that already at the end of last session, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't think did any of us. I don't think any of us did.
I would dare say that none of us did.
That's okay. We'll work it out. Patron faction goal. Add 1 tick to the goals clock if the mission supported the patron's faction's goal. The RAUZ, the Rebel Alliance to Unify Zaros, their goal is to prove it's good versus evil, that you want to be on the side of the angels. Did you progress that goal by existing outside as a force of good for Zaros?
I would say yes. If you want me to argue it, I'm willing to argue it.
I'd love to hear your reasoning.
So my argument focuses mostly on us maintaining a positive relationship with the neutral parties that were not as tied to the mission as much as us versus the Void Wolves, but keeping neutrality across the entire space station of we didn't harm any civilians, We didn't blow up anything. We really focused completely on the Void Wolves and maintaining the reputation of the rebellion and trying to say, like, make us as a ambivalent faction.
The captain raises an eyebrow at
Yeah,
you.
I know. I would say that, like, and we did complete the mission with no casualties. Like, we are trying to save as many people as possible from this stifling regime against us.
Could have been worse, basically.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, I'll give you 1 tick in your patron factions goal there. Then the squad takes +2 reputation. If the target
Yay.
squad was higher tier than the squad, you get +1 rep per tier higher. They were. You were a tier 0 squad and they were a tier 1, so your squad gets 3 reputation points. That is your reward done. They finish tallying up the scores, and Commander Rampart or Lieutenant Rampart looks at all of you, and then specifically Coyote, and says, "Mission well done. It was better than down on Dinon, certainly."
Just had to bring that up, huh?
I mean, does Rampart want me to bring up the fact that both missions have suffered some form of interference past the initial mission briefing?
If you want to bring it up here, you can bring it up here.
I think
I'm saying to you, Bluto. Rampart is not saying that.
I think I would bring that up.
Fantastic. Say it.
With regards to the mission on Denier and this current mission that we're coming back from, the Void Wolves have insinuated that they have had multiple opportunities to learn about our plans before we've even made them, which does worry me.
Are you suggesting they've got some sort of bug in our system?
I'm suggesting that they're learning about plans before we've even truly decided on what we're going to be doing on our missions. I think that at least there is a bug.
Captain Valen, can you instruct a counterintelligence team to do a sweep of the systems? Just make sure we don't have anything latched on for the ride we don't want. Captain Valen gives a nod and then turns around to tap away at a computer terminal, presumably send out this order. And what if it's a mole? What if there's a spy on board?
Well, it has to be somebody tied to the deployment squad, right? Because the deployment missions have been the ones, quite honestly, targeted by this mole / bug. So it has to be somebody that has direct access to us in some form.
Yes, I think you're right. It has to be somebody around your level, somebody sending you out. Do you have any suspicions right now? I'm sorry, what was your name?
My name is sorry, hold on.
If you don't remember his own real name.
My name is Mendoza. I was too focused on Murasame, yeah. Mendoza.
Do you have any suspicions? Anybody who might harbor hegemony loyalty?
Within our current squadron, no. I think most of us have been pretty on par with the mission, and I've split up the squads evenly so that if there is interference in our squadron, different parts of the mission would have been affected.
I see. Well, all right then. It directly affects you. Does your Captain Dubonk, was it? Have you noticed any sort of interference on your missions, or is this specifically a Squadron Upsilon deal?
I mean, things could have been a bit smoother on our op, I could say. I mean, you know, the whole. But I feel not. I don't know about external forces being the case, or internal as they may be.
I see. And sorry, Pilot Ensign Regs, the Vice Admiral is trying his best to remember everybody's names. It's a big organization, though. Ensign Regs, I believe, according to reports, you were in Hegemony custody. Did any of them let anything slip?
Oh, did anything slip? I personally wasn't there. I mean, I was there, but I wasn't there.
You probably didn't hear much from your captors, unless Bliss let something slip during interrogation. Maybe you want to make me a fortune roll to see if Jill learned anything.
All right, is that a 1d6 flat?
1d6, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, that's
Oh
a
boy.
1 out of 6.
That is one.
That's the worst you could roll. I
Oh
guess.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vice Admiral. I had a hard time hearing with the blows to the head. A lot of soft tissue damage.
Of course, of course. I'm dreadfully sorry to hear that, but I trust you'll be okay for your next mission. But Lieutenant Junior Grade Mendoza, I'm authorizing you to hunt down whatever is passing information from us to the Hegemony before we intercept with the rest of our squad on the way to the next mission. We need to have excised this bug, this leak. We cannot risk them ruining things. We need somebody out that airlock.
Understood. Come hell or high water, something will be jettisoned from our command.
Excellent. If you need me, I will be in the captain's quarters. Good day. Thank you for the information. Good luck on your debrief.
Thank you.
And the Vice Admiral gives you all a salute.
I salute back.
Salutes back.
Left salutes back.
Oh wait,
Wonderful.
both women salute back. God, I'm 2 people in the scene.
It's a lot. It's a lot to be 2 people.
Yeah. The Vice Admiral leaves, and the lieutenant slumps forward against the table onto one of the elbows and goes, I don't suppose any of you have a cigarette?
Ooh, do I? I'm gonna offer one of my cigarettes.
They nod in appreciation. They go, fucking mole. I hope I hope it's some sort of sensor malfunction reflecting data off a dish into some listening post. If it's one of our own people, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
The rebellion is want for troops, Rampart. I
Mhm.
mean, anybody could have slipped in an initial testing phase and just hidden their resolve for the hegemony.
I suppose we'll need to check into people's backgrounds, see if anybody is former hegemony, maybe still has ties to them.
Anyone directly tied with our previous and current mission. I
Mm.
only those, I would say, because it did happen on Denier, on a planet where we were nestled in. We were locked into our cover identities, and that's how we got found.
That was bad. Maybe I was a little harsh on you about that mission, but we'll work this out. We have to, or else the Admiral. I don't know. Obviously, if we don't, they're still going to be feeding information from us. So, all right. Tell me how the mission went.
Mission went standard protocol comparatively to the Denier mission. We have retrieved every single Husky that was captured or detained by neutral forces. We kept to the mission protocol. We haven't harmed any civilians. We haven't destroyed any reckless property management. I would say beyond the interference that the Void Wolves offered up unintentionally, I'd say it was an A+ mission.
And we managed to get some hits in on those wolf scum.
Happy to hear it.
Some physical, some mental.
Oh?
I would just say that their commander doesn't seem to be pretty proud of what we did to them in gambling.
Is this the same commander from the mission on Dinon, Decker?
The very same.
Well,
Seems to be a lingering spirit when it comes involved in these missions.
Somebody who has your number, certainly.
I hope so.
We can do faction trust now. We adjust the trust of the faction targeted by the mission employers faction, and the squad's patron faction as follows. So, for the targeted faction, did you kill a VIP of theirs? That would be, the hegemony.
No.
Okay. Did any hegemony civilians die?
No.
I mean,
No.
throwing my hand back and forth, do you consider the other pilots that were with her as
Oh
civilians?
no, that will be coming up later.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say they were
Then no.
active combatants. Then I'd say no civilians, no hegemony civilians.
Important infrastructure damaged?
I mean, kind of.
No, I would say
Important
no, 'cause-
hegemony infrastructure.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
no because they have mech suit, factories. They technically aren't
Mhm.
losing anything from us killing them.
Yeah. At least one of their squads took casualties.
Yes.
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 Great. That means the trust with them goes down. Whoops.
With the squadron with the Void Wolves?
With the hegemony of man.
Oh, they're losing trust.
They're losing trust in you.
Okay, well, you know what? Fair enough.
Which, you know, it's a little weird as you are, you know, things are a bit black and white for our specific setting, but this might come up later.
Yeah.
Was there corruption exposed to their citizens?
No. I think if you argue that Bliss got tipsy and like this is once again in neutral setting. This is in front of a neutral
That's
faction.
that the detainment of Jill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The how the pomp and circumstance that Symbolist and Dead Zone did with trying to break her out.
And was that exposed to their citizens, or was that
Yeah,
just
that's
something
once
you
again
saw?
like this is we're talking
Yeah.
about hegemony to their civilians. This was neutral ground.
I guess that's true.
We didn't pass this information along, but there was also the fact that how quickly they were allowed to extract Jill.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I would also supplant like advanced priority to the governing body of the the around galaxy that we're in, like I'm not gonna be like, oh no, the Empire doesn't deserve to have these prisoners, you need to go through the proper bylaws to get them. No, I'm gonna just the less the hassle that I have to go through, take them.
I don't think so. I just want it known that those people who were in that office room who saw us waltzing around pretending to be lawyers, we were like, what was going on there? That's just what I want. That's what I want to think about.
Wonderful. Station security officers are thinking that. The mission's target was high profile / well connected.
No, it was our Huskies.
Yeah, the target being like the Void Wolves, specifically for this.
I mean, for
Target
them
being
it
your
was
enemy squad.
high priority, right?
High
Because
profile.
it was, oh well, high profile.
Yeah, I was about to say,
No.
No.
I don't know Bliss's standing amongst the hegemony, so
Yeah. I guess, no. The faction was attacked in a region they control.
No.
And finally, you have a vendetta with one of their squads at the start of the mission.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I'd say so. You're a thorn in the side of the Void Wolves. Cool. -2 trust. Man, Hegemony of Man don't like y'all.
Fuck 'em.
Employer faction, the RAUZ. Mission was successful, so you get +2 to the trust. At least one secondary objective was completed.
I would say no civilians harmed. That's a secondary.
That's rules of engagement.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fair. I would say no then. There wasn't a secondary objective. It was very much just extract Huskies.
Get in, get out. Civilians died.
None. I can't think of one.
Important infrastructure damage that was not the mission's target.
No, you name it to me what we destroyed. Because
I wouldn't say destroy, but we kind of did damage their like police lockup.
We sent a smoke bomb down. That's it. Like realistically, we didn't even that's something that is negligible. Like I can't even talk. Negligible. It goes away. They have air ventilation. Like there's nothing left beyond like a little.
I guess you
capsule on the
littered
ground.
leaving that smoke grenade there.
I guess, yeah, but would that be considered destruction?
No.
There were 2 instances of littering, because remember, Hawk was also Velma-ing with that lockup lady.
Yeah, I had my meet cute and like
With
oh,
Sam.
this-
Yeah.
I just like it to be known that of all the people fake lawyering, I real lawyered. I did the most.
Yeah.
Does Coyote have a background in law?
I would say before the hegemony took over, yes, I would say that he was studying
Sweet.
for martial law.
Oh my god, he's Jag.
I am Jag.
That's Coyote Jag Mendoza. A squad that was not the mission's target and belongs to the employer was harmed. No?
No.
The rules of engagement was broken?
Nope.
No.
You have a vendetta with one of their squads at the start of the mission. I don't think you have any vendettas with the
Yeah, I was
RAUZ.
gonna say define vendetta for us. I would say no. Like,
We still do need to figure out what the hell's going on with Jill in that body. I wouldn't call it a vendetta.
Yeah, and the squad's patron faction, which was also the RAUZ. Did you aid another faction during the mission?
no.
No.
I mean, if you're defining the neutrality like of the space station itself as its own separate faction, even then I would say no. But like,
Yeah,
I'd
I
like to
was
have them
not.
in this conversation because we didn't necessarily aid.
Oh wait, I stopped Jessa from shivving/shooting one of their security officers.
And which faction does Jessa belong to?
No, the security officer. I help protect
Yeah.
the security officer of the Good Hope.
Okay, the Good Hope is not their own faction, so we don't need
Yeah.
to worry about that. Yeah, and then finally, the patrons' interests were harmed. I don't think you harmed any RAUZ interests.
Nope.
Nope.
Wonderful. Okay. Hegemony Trust has gone down by 3. RAUZ Trust has gone up by 2. Well done.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay. So now they hear your debrief. You went through all this stuff. Lieutenant Rampart is steadily finishing their cigarette and puts it out in an ashtray, which you can see has half a dozen other cigarette butts in it. And they say, all in all, mission well done. I think you've earned some relaxation time. Obviously, get working on that mission for the Vice Admiral. Keep it quiet, certainly. Don't let anyone outside of this room know we have a mole, or they might try to escape, or they might try to pull off some sort of attack.
Speaking of quiet time,
Mhm.
Rampart, Jill has a stowaway that came with us as part of the rescue operation tied to the Huskies.
She's not a stowaway.
Before we
Make a
continue
friend,
the argument
Jill?
of whether or not a stowaway is a stowaway, recommend that you probably keep her around because I've seen what happens when you don't keep them in close proximity to each other. Things get destroyed, and we really can't afford the repair costs of somebody in love going crazy.
Why does everyone keep saying it's love? We met like 5 days ago.
I think I would turn and say, "You've got it bad." Not even in a good way. I would not be saying this in like a positive, like, "Oh, you've got it bad." No, you've got it bad.
You've got it bad. It's
You've got
just
it
bad.
You got it.
You
Well,
you
thank
have
you.
a function. You have a functional stalker locked on top of a ship with us. Good luck. Thumbs up. Recommend that she probably stays near the Huskies. We can keep her
Mhm.
on need to know basis of what everything's going on here. She's not a pilot.
Mhm.
Nothing tied to this industry. And no,
Is this the person who came in the loader transport?
that would be the very one and the same.
She's not a pilot?
Not even maybe some aptitude buried deep within her psyche, but without proper training, volatile, disruptive, dangerous.
Sounds like half my pilots. Are you sure we can't train her?
I know.
Denzone pipes up briefly. She is trainable. The issue is the length of time it would take to train her and to remove some detrimental aspects of her personality.
Dubonk, you got room in the Huskies?
An exception could be made, yes.
Well, I mean, if she's gonna be hanging around,
I'd like to throw my hat in the ring once more.
yes, Coyote.
As leader of this little squadron and the big squadron, potential aptitude for pilot disregarded. She's too rebellious for even the rebellion.
Oh,
She has no loyalty at all to anybody else in this ship other than a passing fleeting interest in Jill. It could go badly if we trained her. I'm stating my issues ahead of time.
oh, you have it bad, don't you, Jill?
Why
Do
does
they not tell you that girls love a person in uniform?
First of all, I look good in anything, but how was I supposed to
Yes.
know that I've got it bad, don't I?
Oh, you've got it bad.
You got it bad.
It's okay. We are human. We all make mistakes.
I mean, with all due deference, it very much wasn't a mistake in the moment, sir.
Oh no, it never feels like a mistake in the moment.
I guess I would just impart that she needs to have deference to people in charge if she's going to stay on the ship, because we're not a charity vessel. This isn't a vacation. This is honest to God work against the hegemony. There has to be a chain of leadership here. And if it's got to be Jill responding to Debonk, responding to me, I think a lot of things are going to get lost in that game of telephone.
Well, you're in charge of the Huskies, Coyote. I'm gonna leave it up to you in the end. See what you can do with her. But if she can't be trained or anything, cut her loose.
Understood.
Permission to speak, Lieutenant and Lieutenant Junior.
Is this dead zone?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, agreed.
Permission granted. Speak freely.
Let me take a crack at her.
I'm gonna pull out a cigarette and just say, "Oh, I mean, if you want to get into that, I mean."
I'm so glad that you're suggesting it. I was so ready for this to be like, yeah, stick 'em with Hawk. They're both fuck ups. They'll either kill each
Yeah.
other or fucking they'll both make each other better. That's so good.
More off of my plate before I have to find the mole. Like, the less work I got to do while I'm finding the mole. Love it.
The lieutenant shrugs and looks at Jill and says, "You're not that possessive, are you?"
That's why I lit the cigarette. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know we were gonna have one of these.
She isn't. She's allowed to make her own. She was a brothel worker. I can't get mad at that.
Well said.
With all due respect to everyone on board.
Another cigarette, Lieutenant. I'm offering up another one.
Please,
Yeah.
Lieutenant Junior grade.
The reason why I am offering to train her is because that is part of why you allowed me in the rebellion, along with my abilities at counterinsurgency. I'm very good at taking very cheap clay and making it into something worthwhile.
Damn, cheap clay. Fuck.
All right. We'll see your works of art soon, Dead Zone. Is there any other business you want to bring up?
Yes. Can we finally get an explanation as to why our unit was found with a dead hegemony soldier?
You mean why the Huskies were arrested for that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You, yeah. I suppose you're asking Dubonk?
It was not a pretty scene. Things got out of hand. We were, playing it cool in a bar. We got some drinks in us. It escalated. A firearm was drawn. It was purely self-defense, we swear. But that's not how they would tell it.
Yeah, I bet they wouldn't, says Rampart. And they shrug and they go, "Look, you're out of lockup. Good hope. We'll see if they want to press charges and try and bring you in, but we're not offering extradition. A dead hegemony officer is fine by me."
What's another corpse to the pile?
Did you get their name before you killed him?
Dead men tell no tales?
Well said. Well said. All right. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Anytime. Good hunting.
I guess I'm gonna stub out my cigarette. I didn't even get halfway through it. Just whatever. I mean, salutes.
The Green Dog is 100% a non-smoking vessel,
I know.
which doesn't stop about 20% of its crew.
From smoking.
Yep. It's strain on the air scrubbers, and that's the official reasoning.
What is it? What is it like? Yeah, what is it like smoking in a zero
filtered air?
Yeah,
ship.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's gotta taste and smell stale as fuck all the time.
Has anyone ever asked like a NASA guy what it's like? Would it be like to smoke in space?
Actually, that I'm willing to look that up right now if you continue this conversation.
They have that gravity bong, right? Would that work on the ISS?
No. It just wouldn't. No.
I think we need to send our top scientist up there.
Yeah.
To get a high.
Higher than anyone has ever been before, one might say.
True. Hell yeah.
Well,
We need to get like a vape on board the International Space Station.
So, from what I'm seeing, the original thing probably would be that you didn't want to smoke in the spaceships, obviously, because it's 100% pure oxygen in there.
Yeah,
So
you
the
just
moment you
bust.
light up a cigarette, everybody is dead. I think they went through nicotine patches. That would be my answer, is that instead of smoking, you did the patch. And
Buzz Aldrin getting back from the moon, going like, God, that was stressful. I need me a smoke.
But yeah, I would say that there's probably like replacements. I was gonna say that I'm not lighting a cigarette with a lighter. I'm using an electric like button pressing up against the tip of the cigarette to just ignite it that way.
Sick.
But in a closed compartment, like once you put the cigarette in, it closes around the cigarette, lights it, and then lets it go.
I like it.
Okay.
Cool.
But imagine how cool of an image it would have been if after taking the first step on the moon, Neil Armstrong put a cigarette on the ground and then stamped it out, and that's the iconic footstep on the moon.
Good bit.
You have just sold me on that being an anti-smoking ad.
Yeah. That's really good.
Like kick the habit, and then it's just stomped out into the fucking crater of the moon.
Yeah.
It's the images they put on packets of cigarettes to stop people from smoking, except this one increases smokers by like 300%.
Surgeon General admits that shit's dope.
Smoking that shit the astronauts did.
Mission status hazardous to your health.
We call them moon ports.
My meteorite Marlboros.
Jesus Christ.
Prepare for ignition.
Awesome. Holy shit. We were playing a tabletop RPG or something?
Oh, we were? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're hanging out.
Well, sidles myself up. Let's go find a mole.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Crabs in the Pocket. Beam Saber was created by Evelyn Ramsey. Music featured in this episode is by Amy Gardner, with art by Teoft. Any and all questions, comments, or hate can be sent my way on Blue Sky at frogcast.bsky.social. Please rate and review us on your podcast platform of choice. This is the best way to get the podcast new viewers and to tell people that you liked it. And I like reading reviews or comments or whatever you want to say to me. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.